Okay. Sorry, guys. I had y'all on mute. I'm sorry. I'm bad about doing that. I'm bad about not taking it off of mute. I am the worst at that. But welcome back to No Filter MMA. This is your boy BJ, and I am back with another live stream. So if you got one, light one, and let's talk some MMA. My boy Marcus Bell, what's up, man? Man, some good MMA came my way, man. I missed it. I missed the card. I missed it all. But I caught the highlights. I caught the Weili Zhang fight, the full fight, and I'm caught up. So, Weili Zhang, man. Weili Zhang. Man, I'm telling y'all, Weili Zhang went in there and put a beating on Jessica Andrade. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people kind of Weili Zhang out of this fight. But Weili Zhang, and I didn't talk enough about this fight. I'm guilty of it myself. Like, I've been lazy the past couple of weeks. Well, actually, I haven't been lazy. I've been working a new job, so my mind is like scrambled eggs right now, guys. So I'm sorry. But, Weili Zhang, I didn't talk about this fight enough. I should have, but the little bit that I did talk about it, I definitely said that I definitely said I think Weili Zhang has a good chance to win this fight. Weili, like I said, guys, for the fight itself, Weili Zhang put on a masterful performance. She put on a masterful performance. She is tough to go in there and start Jessica Andrade like that. I give her that. And and the thing about Weili, I felt, I said, and Jessica Andrade doesn't have the best striking. Like okay, like in the fight with Karolina Kowalkiewicz, her striking was effective in that fight, but we've seen Jessica Andrade's striking be nullified. And like in the Joanna Jędrzejczyk fight, like it was completely nullified. Everything she tried to do was nullified. Let me see. Marcus Bell, I knew Zhang was going to win, but man, the way she did it, Marcus Bell, wow, the way she did it. I mean, it was fucking like, it made me lose my train of thought. Marcus Bell, man, I told you I done lit one, man. Got me losing my train of thought. But anyway, Weili Zhang. Oh, that's what I was saying. Jessica Andrade is striking. And I said, I seen in the Tisha Torres fight, I was like, Weili Zhang has good striking. She has good striking, and she was able to go in there and pick her shots well and fuck up Jessica Andrade. It's that simple. She went in there. She picked her shots and she fucked up Jessica Andrade. Now Jessica Andrade, I can say she did a couple of good things in this fight. The only thing I would say Jessica Andrade did well was try for the Muay Thai clinch. She went to, let me see. One thing I know is that Judge Jacob couldn't even finish off Andrade. Let me finish saying what I'm saying before I get on that Marcus Bell, because I'm gonna address that. Jessica Andrade went to pin Weili Zhang to the cage, and I think, Weili Zhang never stopped attacking. Like, that's what I'm trying to, like, she started throwing those elbows. She clipped up Jessica Andrade, because Jessica Andrade just came forward throwing those hard hooks and just head wide open, and Weili Zhang just clip, and she dropped Jessica Andrade. When she dropped it, I said, oh yeah, man. Like, Weili Zhang is legit. You know what I'm saying? And she pinned her up against the cage, and Weili just started banging with the elbows. I said, oh, it's over. And she started hitting them knees, it's over. It was over. But I don't think, Jessica Andrade, she didn't feel like a solid champion to me. Like, I hate to say that, because Jessica Andrade has went through the trenches. Like, she's fought her way to the belt. She did. But the way she beat Rose, like, she was completely outclassed by Rose Namajunas. Like, when she got to a real champion, Rose Namajunas is a real champion. She is. It was a Hail Mary out of desperation for Jessica Andrade, because she was getting beat up by Rose. So she won the belt by pulling a Hail Mary, like a. I mean, and when I say Hail Mary, like people would describe like Misha Tate versus Holly Holm as a Hail Mary. That's a Hail Mary, but Misha and Holly was a back and forth fight, man. Like that was a back and forth fight. So and that ended in the fifth round. Jessica Andrade was on the verge of getting finished. Rose was on the verge of finishing Jessica Andrade. And then Jessica slammed her and fucked her up. But then but I feel giving Weili Zhang the title shot, it was promotional. It was a promotional thing. They're trying to capture that Chinese audience because ONE FC is ruling it right now. You know what I'm saying? And it paid off. Like I said, it paid off for the UFC. It paid off for the UFC. So, boom, there they are. They got an Asian fucking champion now. But I don't think, I just didn't feel like Jessica Andrade was a solid champion. I just didn't feel like she was a solid champion. And I knew that Tatiana Suarez would probably beat Jessica Andrade. I knew that in a rematch with Rose Namajunas, Rose would probably beat Jessica Andrade. And I know Joanna Jędrzejczyk would beat Jessica Andrade. I was never thinking Weili Zhang. But Weili Zhang, it was only, whether Weili Zhang kept fighting or they gave her the title shot, either way it go, Weili Zhang was gonna do well. Because she was peaking. She's peaking. And now Weili Zhang is the fucking champion. That's a fairy tale story. It is. It's a fairy tale story. Let me look at these comments in the comment section. She's brute with only one skill that she only focuses on. Marcus Bell, who are you talking about when you say that? But anyways, guys, yeah, Weili Zhang is the fucking champion. But what I'm saying, guys, is who is next for, whoever is next for Weili Zhang, it has to be one of those three people that I just named. It has to be Tatiana Suarez, it has to be Rose Namajunas, and it has to be Joanna. Like, if Joanna beats, because I feel Joanna beats Michelle Waterson. Like, I feel like she beats Michelle Waterson. I do. I do, man. I do. I just feel like that's another tune-up fight. That's another Tisha Torres for Joanna Jędrzejczyk. So, oh yeah, Jessica, yes, yeah, dude, she's one trick. Yeah, she's only got one trick. But I feel like one of those three people is who Weili Zhang, because Weili Zhang probably gonna look for a quick turnaround. Weili Zhang didn't take no damage. Weili Zhang took no damage. So Weili Zhang probably gonna look for a quick turnaround. So that could be Tatiana Suarez. I don't think Rose Namajunas is gonna be ready to come back for a while, because she got hurt. Tatiana Suarez was hurt, but she wasn't like immobilized hurt. Rose Namajunas got hurt, and that's her second neck injury, I believe. So yeah. But Tatiana Suarez, on the other hand, guys, think about this shit for a second. Think about this shit. Imagine Tatiana Suarez versus Weili Zhang. See, this is the shit like this is why I get fucking, you know what I'm saying, so into MMA. This is why I love talking about the sport. I love women's MMA. As you guys can tell, I fucking love women's MMA. And when you see types of fight, when you see things like this happen, strawweight is like the biggest, like the most popular division in the UFC as far as women's MMA right now. Even with Amanda Nunes, you know what I'm saying, strawweight is like boom, 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 boom. A lot of shit happening at strawweight. And imagine Tatiana Suarez versus Weili Zhang. How would this fight go? This fight can go one of two ways. This fight can go one of two ways. It can either go Tatiana Suarez gets the takedown, takes Weili Zhang down in the first round, you know what I'm saying, and beats Weili Zhang up. You know what I'm saying? Then She would have to continue to do that through rounds 2 and 3. Get Weili Zhang tired. Tatiana land some big shots on the feet because Tatiana Suarez got power in her left hand, guys. I know she's not the world class striker, but Tatiana Suarez, a healthy Tatiana Suarez, is not a bad striker. So, a lot of people, you know, saying they question Tatiana Suarez's striking, man. I wouldn't question it too much, you know. Just kind of like people are, questioning Khabib's striking. You know, it's just, it's wild, man. It's crazy how people. Oh man, people are writing me. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. You know, non-injured Tatiana Suarez does not have bad striking. You know what I'm saying? So, I bet if I was Tatiana Suarez, I would not opt to stand and trade with Weili Zhang. I would not opt to stand and trade with Weili Zhang. If I was Tatiana Suarez, I would do what I had to do on the feet. Do what I had to do on the feet. Man, people, guys, I don't even know who these people are. Yeah, I do. Okay. Um, okay, I'm back, guys. If I was Tatiana, I wouldn't stand and trade on the feet with Weili Zhang. I would get the fight to the ground and do what I had to do on the ground, go for the choke because Weili Zhang is still questionable on the ground. Weili Zhang is on the street, but has anybody like Tatiana Suarez? Has she really fought anybody like Tatiana Suarez that can take her down like Tatiana Suarez can take you down? I mean, you know, I really don't. I know about Weili, but I don't really know much about Weili before the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Like Weili Zhang, has she ever fought anybody to the caliber of Tatiana Suarez? Look at these comments. When Jessica fought Rose, it was like her picking up a slot machine and slamming it on the ground just to get one coin out of it. Exactly, Marcus Bell. Good way to put that. But the thing is, what will happen if Tatiana's takedowns get taken away and she's forced to stand, which will make the fight interesting. Oh, it'll make the fight very interesting. Very interesting. If Tatiana Suarez can't get Weili Zhang to the ground, how is Tatiana Suarez going to deal with the striking of Weili Zhang? Like, how would Tatiana Suarez, you know, me personally, you know what I'm saying? Just by guys, I'm a fan of a grappler. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big. If you guys have not noticed, like the people I talk about the most are most of the time. I mean, just be honest, they're some of my favorite people. I try to talk about everybody, guys. I try to hit everybody, but you know what I'm saying? It's so much goes on with the fighters that I like a lot. I always talk about them. And if you notice, they're all grapplers, every last one of them. So, you know, but the thing about Tatiana Suarez, you know, and the thing about grapplers in the past that I've been fans of, that I follow, careers that I follow, that I've seen is, I've seen strikers rise to the occasion. I mean, I've seen grapplers rise to the occasion on the feet. You know what I'm saying? And stand and trade with a striker. I've seen it. I've seen it, guys. I've seen it. And I've seen grapplers have success on the feet with strikers. You know, I've seen it. And that's why when you know, maybe if you're a fighter like Jillian Robertson, you know, Jillian ain't. Well, now Jillian's getting better on the feet, but Jillian ain't much of a striker. So I don't expect Jillian Robinson to stand and trade with anybody. Jillian Robinson, 9 times out of 10, gets her takedown. But fighters like Khabib, you know what I'm saying? Fighters like Stipe Miocic, fighters like Juliana Pena, Mackenzie Dern, you know, let's see who else. Montana De La Rosa. You know, the fighters, those, you know, Kat Zingano, Misha Tate, if you want to go back. If you think about those fighters, they're all grapplers, but we've seen every last one of those fighters have success on the feet with strikers. We've seen grapplers take out strikers on the feet. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really. We don't really know we don't know how a healthy Tatiana deals with a striking match. I want to see, when you see Tatiana in her past fights, she don't strike for very long. You know what I'm saying? She makes you think that she's gonna strike with you, and then she takes you down. She beats the fuck out of you. Period. Now, the one opportunity that we did have to see, not as much as Tatiana Suarez said she wanted to show her stand up in this fight, but she was injured. She had hurt her neck in the first round. So, and she told, you know what I'm saying, she told me that she couldn't feel her power hand, which is her left hand. She said it was numb. Everything was numb on that side. So she was compromised in that fight. And it wasn't anything that Nina Ansaroff did. It was, well, I mean, I guess it kind of was, but Tatiana drives so hard with her takedowns. I think she ran into the cage and hurt her neck. But she took some up kicks too. I'm not exactly sure, but she couldn't throw that power left. And she threw it one time and it landed, you know what I'm saying? And it landed good enough to the commentators that they mentioned it. It was a good left hand. But Weili Zhang is a very powerful striker, and I don't want to see Tatiana Suarez take a lot of damage trying to stand and trade with somebody like Weili Zhang. Because Tatiana Suarez hasn't taken a lot of damage. The most damage in a fight that Tatiana has ever taken was in the fight with oh God, somebody, man. Um, yeah, so yeah, I don't want to see Tatiana Suarez take a lot of damage on the feet because she don't take damage. You know, it would have to be a dominant it'd have to be a dominant wrestling match for Tatiana. She'd have to take her down, beat her up, go for the choke. That's the way. That's a path to victory for Tatiana Suarez. But for anybody that fights Weili Zhang, it's not going to be an easy fight. And Joanna Jędrzejczyk, man, the striking, yeah, she couldn't finish Jessica Andrade, but I mean, Weili Zhang, I mean, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, she's been hit before. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like Joanna would beat her up on the feet, man. Like, it's not many girls in that division that can outstrike Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Rose Namajunas is the only one that's been able to do it. You know, I just don't really see any. I don't see Weili Zhang. Weili Zhang is like a better technical Jessica Andrade. I mean, let's be honest. And Joanna Jędrzejczyk has fought the who's of who. She's fought the who's of who. So it won't be something that Joanna Jędrzejczyk hadn't seen before. You know, but Joanna Jędrzejczyk would be something that Weili Zhang has never seen before. She hasn't fought anybody with the level of pedigree, this pedigree of striking that Joanna Jędrzejczyk has. She hasn't. So we gotta, Joanna Jędrzejczyk, when she, it's a different feeling when you have a champion like Weili Zhang. With ahead of Joanna Jędrzejczyk's fights as champion, we knew what Joanna Jędrzejczyk was going to bring to the table. We knew exactly what she was going to bring to the table. But see, with a fighter like Weili Zhang, even though she's doing very well in her career, she hasn't had a lot of fights in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm wrong because I don't know a lot about her fights before the UFC, but the fights in the UFC, she hasn't faced people like Joanna. Jessica Andrade is high level, but she ain't high. She ain't up there with she don't have the grappling pedigree. She's not as dominant of a grappler as Tatiana Suarez, and she's not as good of a striker as Joanna Jędrzejczyk or Rose Namajunas. So, Weili Zhang is about to face top competition. She's gonna fight Joanna. She's either gonna face Joanna, she's either gonna face Tatiana Suarez, or she's gonna face Rose Namajunas. Or she might fight all three of them in a row. Those are the three fights that are next for Weili Zhang. In what order, I don't know. But those are the three fights that are next for Weili Zhang. You know what I'm saying? So, how did you guys think? Let's get to the comments. Let's look at the comments. When it comes to the MMA, the worst habit to have is only focusing on one when you are capable of doing other things, in my opinion. What's have happened on one thing? Oh yes, Tatiana will not bully Zhang like she did to the other girls. I don't know, man. I mean, Weili Zhang is strong, but dude, people don't realize how strong Tatiana Suarez is. Tatiana Suarez, look at how Tatiana Suarez is built. Look up in her shoulder area, man. Like she has a wrestler body. Tatiana Suarez is a tank. She's strong and she's tall and she's long and she has rangy long punches and kicks. Like if Tatiana Suarez has tuned up her striking, Tatiana Suarez can be a dangerous striker, i.e. Juliana Pena. Look at Juliana Pena in her fight with Nico Montano. Juliana Pena is she's known for being a wrestler, her wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Did you guys see the striking of Juliana Pena in the fight with Nico Montano? That was a good fight. If y'all still ain't seen that fight, y'all need to go see that fight. You need to go see that fight. Cause Juliana Pena striking looks fucking amazing. If that kind of a switch can happen with Tatiana Suarez, where you know what I'm saying, she starts being very confident in her striking, because Nico Montano has solid striking, and Juliana Pena started throwing punches like she knows how long she really is. Because if you look at the fight with Valentina Shevchenko, Juliana Pena, the way she throws her punches is very awkward. Like she doesn't throw long. She throws like kind of like a hook, like it's like a hook and a jab mixed together. So she doesn't extend. But in the fight with Nico Montano, Juliana Pena in that second or third round, she was extending a jab. I was like, look at Juliana Pena. Like seriously, look at Juliana Pena, yo. So if Tatiana Suarez can come out like that, you know what I'm saying, similar to that, using her range, you know what I'm saying, and Tatiana Suarez would learn how to cut that out. If Tatiana Suarez would cut that octagon off, which I know she's circling because she's wanting to grab that leg. I know that's what she's doing. She circles with you. It kind of looks like she's chasing you, but she's not. She's not chasing you. She's trying to get in position of the angle to grab that leg and take you down. That's what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? But if Tatiana Suarez would cut off the octagon and throw that long left, Tatiana Suarez could be dangerous on the feet. And she's got a lot of power in that left hand. You haven't seen her use it much, but go back and watch Tatiana Suarez's fights. Every now and then she'll land that big left, and she landed it on Nina Ansaroff. You know what I'm saying? I think she landed it on maybe Carla Esparza as well. Maybe it was Alexa Grasso. Might have been Alexa Grasso and whatnot. She landed a big, nice left. She has a lot of power in her left. It would be an interesting fucking fight, guys. It'd be an interesting fight. Let me look at these comments. Weili will beat Suarez, Young Jacek, Waterson, and Namajunas. Women in combat sports. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. Weili is big, well-rounded, and strong. Good gas tank, very technical. That is true. I'm not saying Weili Zhang is not, but we haven't seen Weili Zhang tested against her. Weili went into this fight with a solid game plan on the way on a how-to beat, a hypothetical how-to, because a game plan is a hypothetical how-to. You know what I'm saying? Will this work? And her game plan worked. She neutralized everything. She shut Jessica Andrade down. She shut her down in the first round. She hasn't fought anybody with the skill level of Tatiana Suarez in wrestling, Joanna Young Jacek in striking, Rose Namajunas in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and striking. You know what I'm saying? Like, has Weili Zhang ever fought somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Has she ever fought anybody? She's never fought anybody like that. So we don't know. It's a lot of questions. That's the point I made earlier. Like, there's a lot of questions when it comes to Weili Zhang. You know, we don't know how. We've never seen Weili Zhang face a wrestler. Um, we've never seen Weili Zhang fight somebody. Uh, oh my gosh. All right, I'm back. So yeah, we never seen Weili Zhang fight anybody as high level as those girls, man. I mean, let's just be. I mean, women in combat sports. Let's just be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. Like, let's be real. Like, I try to keep it real with y'all. I'm keeping it real with y'all. Y'all got to keep it real with me. If I'm only keeping it real with y'all, y'all got to keep it real with me. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's just be. I'm just being real, y'all. Like I said, I'm real with y'all. I want y'all to be real with me. Let's be real with me. You know, it's interesting. It's interesting what's gonna happen. 2020. 2020 is well actually because Weili Zhang will probably make a quick turnaround. The end of 2019 into the beginning of 2020 is gonna be interesting for the fucking strawweight division. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. It's gonna be interesting. Late 2019, early 2020, it's gonna be crazy as hell for the UFC strawweight division. Yeah, Weili probably gonna make a quick turnaround, get back in there, try to defend that belt. But it can only be Tatiana Suarez because Rose Namajunas is not coming back right now. She's out. Rose Namajunas is out. Like Rose is out. She's out. You know, and Tatiana Suarez is probably getting about ready to get back in there. Tatiana Suarez probably thinking about, Tatiana Suarez probably getting ready to get back in there. So fucking realistically, guys, Tatiana Suarez could be getting the next title shot. Have you really thought about that? Tatiana Suarez could be fighting for the title. Joanna has a fight booked already. You know what I'm saying? Unless they cancel Michelle Waterson and Joanna, and then do Tatiana Suarez versus Michelle Waterson, and then Joanna versus Weili Zhang. That would be fucking dope. If they fucking pulled Joanna and Michelle Waterson, pulled Michelle Waterson and Joanna, put Tatiana versus Michelle Waterson for the number one contender, because Tatiana's number two, for the number one contender, and then push Joanna up to the title fight to fight Weili Zhang. Woo! Woo! Woo-wee. Woo-wee. Let me read these comments. I'm gonna let that marinate in, y'all. Weili Zhang is an advanced Jessica Andrade. Yes, she is. Weili is as big as a flyweight. Yes, she is. Tatiana's neck has to be fixed first. Yeah, but Tatiana, she suffered an injury, but not an injury nowhere near as bad as Rose Namajunas. So Tatiana might be healed. We never know. She's an athlete. Her body recovers fast. We never know. But let's get back to the point, guys. If they took Joanna off the Waterson fight, gave her the title shot, and made Michelle Waterson versus Tatiana Suarez, Tatiana Suarez will finally get the opportunity to whoop Michelle Waterson's ass for talking all of that shit. For talking, Tatiana Suarez pulled her whole card on my show. You know what I'm saying? She let her know, you know what I'm saying? You didn't want to fight. You didn't want to fight. Now, let's see. Now, Michelle Waterson, it would catch Michelle Waterson by surprise because she's ducked Tatiana Suarez. She ducked Tatiana Suarez. If she thinks she's gonna go in and beat Joanna Young Jacek. So, if they put Tatiana on her ass, would Michelle Waterson pull out the fight? Would she take the fight, or would she duck Tatiana Suarez again? You remember when all y'all haters came on here talking about Michelle Waterson didn't duck Tatiana Suarez? She ducked Tatiana, bro. She ducked Tatiana. But anyway, but I think it's just gonna be Tatiana Suarez. I think it's gonna, you know, I think they'll make the fight, but they'll make it for a later date. Maybe on into 2020. Let Weili Zhang be the champion for a while. Because, you know, maybe Tatiana Suarez does have more healing to do. Because then again, there will be, I mean, then again, they may pull somebody up to fight her, but they'll probably just book the Tatiana fight and give Tatiana the time she needs, and then Tatiana go in there and fight for the title and get that belt. You know what I'm saying? Either way it goes, I'm excited. But anyways, congratulations to Weili Zhang, guys. She is the new women's strawweight champion. That's huge for China. That's huge for women's MMA. She's the first Chinese person to ever touch UFC gold, and that is a huge accomplishment. That's a huge accomplishment, guys. That's a huge, huge, huge accomplishment. Let's look at these comments. Weili knows how to cut out a gun. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And she does have pressure. I'm not American, but I'm going to say something. You know, Marcus Bell says, you know what would be wild if Michelle beats JJ? What, man? Dude, that would throw a wrench in everything I just talked. That would flush everything I just spent the last 20, 30 minutes talking about. It would flush it all down the toilet. I keep my opinion. Weili will beat all those Instagram and WMA models. Oh, women in combat sports, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. Ain't no, man, those girls are fighters. Joanna Jacek is a killer. Rose Namajunas is a killer. Tatiana Suarez is a killer. They're all killers. Weili Zhang is a fucking killer. She is. Weili Zhang is a killer. It ain't nothing but killers at the time. Even Jessica Andrade is a killer. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing but killers in the top of that division, man. Nothing but killers. Just being real. Alright. So guys, I got some key fights coming up. Key fights coming up. Key fights, key fights, key fights. For No Filter MMA. You know, guys, got a lot of my favorites down there. As you guys can see on the right side of your screen. I ain't afraid to say people my favorite, man. Some people afraid to say that shit. My favorite is my favorite. I don't give a fuck. And I'm going to talk about it. So, as you guys can see, I got Macy Barber versus Jillian Robinson on the screen. I have Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas on the screen. I have Damian Maia versus Ben Askren on the screen. I have Robert the Reaper Whittaker versus Israel the Stylebender Adesanya. And last but not least, I have the champion Habib Nurmagomedov versus the champion Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Champ versus champ. Guys, I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to make my picks on these fights. These fights are all coming up. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. So when I check, I'm going to reference back to this video as these fights happen, guys. You know, let y'all know, hey, I called it. I called it. Yeah, women in combat sports, I'm going with Jillian Robinson. Bro, Jillian Robinson is peaking. She is streaking and peaking at the moment. Like, Jillian Robinson is, I mean, she's doing well. She's doing well right now. I'm not going to talk too much about Jillian because I always talk about Jillian. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Macy Barber is good. Macy Barber is good. She's good. But as far as, you know, experience and facing higher level competition, I'm going to have to go with Jillian Robinson just because of the experience. You know what I'm saying? The experience is huge. Jillian Robinson, going in, you know, this is a very key statement I'm getting ready to make about Jillian Robinson, guys. Y'all sleeping on, I've been talking about Jillian for a long time. Y'all be sleeping on Jillian. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. You guys have all been sleeping on Jillian Robinson. I'm the only channel that pushes Jillian Robinson. I don't see nobody else out there really talking about Jillian Robinson like I talk about Jillian. People say, why you talk about Jillian Robinson? Because she's fucking good. Because she's fucking good. That's why I talk about Jillian Robinson. Because she's humble as fuck. Anytime I ask Jillian to come on the show, she comes on. Yo, Jillian fighting a striker means nothing for Jillian Robinson. No, facing a striker is nothing for Jillian Robinson. It's not. I mean, it's really not. It's not nothing for Jillian to face a striker. Now, she did lose to Maya Bueno Silva. Maya Bueno she's a long fighter. You know what I'm saying? She has a lot of power. So does Macy Barber. But I'm pretty sure Macy's going to be watching that fight. And she's going to try to expose the striking of Jillian Robinson. But even Jillian Robinson was able to get Maya Bueno Silva to the ground. And she ended up being submitted by Maya Bueno Silva. But that came after she took some big shots on her feet. So I'm pretty sure Macy Barber is watching that fight, trying to see the way to get past Jillian Robinson, because Jillian Robinson is very aggressive. That's the thing about when Jillian goes into a fight, she's very aggressive. If she came into the Sarah Froda fight, she was aggressive. Jillian was coming forward throwing strikes. Now, if I was Jillian, I would have to be wary of the power of Macy Barber at flyweight, because Macy Barber has power. Macy Barber has power. You know what I'm saying? Marcus Bell, come on, man. Give props where it does. No, dude, Macy Barber is huge at flyweight. Bruh, like, Macy Barber came out looking like a damn bantamweight when she fought JJ. Was it JJ Aldrich? Yeah. Macy Barber looked like a damn bantamweight in there. She was big as hell. Y'all seen that shit. So that's the thing. That's another disadvantage I think Jillian has, is the size of Macy Barber. But I've never really seen, I want to see how good Jillian Robinson's clinch game is. I really want to see how good her clinch game is, because her takedown, she doesn't really clinch up. Her takedowns, she takes you down or she pulls guard. And when Jillian she pulled guard on I think it was Veronica Macedo, and rolled right into rolled right into a submission attempt. So pulling guard for Jillian is really nothing. If Jillian can get Macy Barber to the ground, in the first round, and just establish that takedown early in the fight, then Jillian she's been working a lot on the striking. She can strike her way into another takedown in the second round. You know what I'm saying? Like, she can make Macy think that she's going to stand and trade with her. And let Macy kind of, start hunting for her. And then Jillian, swoop, takes it. That sounds like something Jillian Robinson would do. You know what I'm saying? But it's an interesting fight to see. It's a clash of styles, guys. It is. It's a clash of two young and hungry girls, you know what I'm saying, who's ready to fight. But I just don't see Jillian Robinson letting Macy Barber, who some can consider a hype train, you know what I'm saying, I don't see Jillian's trying to make a staple in this division. Jillian's trying to make a name for herself in this division, and she's doing it so far. She's doing it. She's doing a very good job. Jillian Robinson is doing well in the UFC. I don't see her letting Macy Barber come in here and slow her down. I just don't see it. Like, if Jillian Robinson was ever hungry, she's the hungriest right now. She's the hungriest right now. She's confident right now. Macy Barber, she ain't been in the UFC that long, so she's still undefeated. She's good. You know what I'm saying? And the win over JJ Aldrich was impressive, but I still think Jillian will be the more experienced fighter in this fight. My official pick for this fight will be Jillian Robertson, though. I'm going to have to go with Jillian. I just feel like Jillian will get the submission. She will submit Macy Barber. I feel like she will submit Macy Barber. If Jillian, because Jillian says that, I asked Jillian about, we were talking about Sarah Froda was a strong grappler. Technique trumps power. And I don't think there's any girl in that division who's as technical on the ground as Jillian Robertson. Nobody. I feel very confident making that statement. There's no girl in the division who is as technical as Jillian Robertson on the ground. Nobody. Nobody. Not even the champion. Not even Valentina Shevchenko is as good on the ground as Jillian Robertson. Period. So, if the fight goes to the ground, I feel like she beats Macy Barber on the ground. If Macy can stuff the takedowns and stay off of the ground with Jillian Robertson, she can win this fight. It's a tough fight for either girl. Either girl has to be cautious of a tool that the other has. So, yeah, it is what it is. Hold on, God. Hold on, God. Okay. Yeah. It can go. This fight can go either way. And it's actually 50-50. It's actually 50-50. I'm actually 50-50 on this fight, but I'm going to lean to Jillian Robertson, so I might be 60-40. I got to lean to Jillian Robertson because Jillian Robertson hadn't really let us down yet. She hadn't. You know what I'm saying? Jillian Robertson, not that I would pick against her if she lost, because she lost to Maya Bueno Silva, and I'm still Team Jillian Robertson. I'm still Team Jillian Robertson all day. Y'all know how I am. All right. Next fight I got posted is Mackenzie Dern versus Amanda Ribas. Got a lot to talk. I mean, I've been doing a little bit of research on Amanda Ribas. She's decent. She's got a decent record. Let me look up her record real quick. She's got a good record, I guess. Let me see. Let me pull that up, y'all. Hold on. Let me get it. I had her record pulled up. Okay. Okay, there's her record. She beat Emily Meyer. She lost to Poliana Viana. And she hadn't really fought anyone that anyone would know. She fought in some smaller promotions and whatnot. So she's only had one fight in the UFC, and that was against Emily Whitmire. She won her UFC debut. So she's kind of green. Mackenzie Dern is too, but I feel Mackenzie Dern wins this fight. Not because Mackenzie Dern is my favorite fighter. It's just Mackenzie Dern has more tools. She has tools that she can use to win the fight. Mackenzie Dern can beat you on the feet, and Mackenzie Dern can beat you on the ground. And Mackenzie Dern is one of the hardest hitting strawweights in the UFC. Like, Mackenzie Dern is one of the hardest hitting strawweights in the UFC. So, I just feel like the power in her right hand and her jiu-jitsu. She is a world champion, multiple-time world champion in Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Mackenzie Dern is a solid, legit fighter. And she's a threat to any girl in this division. Period. I said it when she was active before she went out, and I'm going to say it on her return. Mackenzie Dern is a threat to any girl in that division. Period. People say what they say. Oh, Mackenzie Dern, this and that, this and that. Listen. Mackenzie Dern is a threat to any girl in the strawweight division. So, I just feel like I feel like Mackenzie Dern is a level above Amanda Ribas. She's had 2 fights in the UFC. She beat Ashley Yoder. on the feet. She beat Amanda Bobby Cooper on the feet. She damn near knocked her out. It was a submission win, but she damn near knocked out Amanda Bobby Cooper. You know what I'm saying? Mackenzie Dern cracked Amanda Bobby Cooper with that right hand. And Mackenzie Dern has notable wins on her record. She has a win over Montana De La Rosa. You know what I'm saying? Back when Montana was fighting at strawweight, she has a win over Montana De La Rosa. So, you know what I'm saying? Mackenzie Dern is fucking legit. Yeah, she may pose on Instagram. Yeah, she may fake the accent. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's see. Let me look at these comments. What y'all talking about? No more bat wings underneath the arms of Mackenzie Dern. Boy, Marcus Bell, you stupid. Man, listen. Mackenzie Dern, believe it or not, Mackenzie Dern is in phenomenal shape. I'm a big Mackenzie Dern fan. Y'all know I am. But Mackenzie Dern is in shape. She is in phenomenal shape right now. She's in better shape than she was before she had the baby, which is fucking wild. This is wild. Mackenzie Dern is in great shape. So my official pick for this fight is Mackenzie Dern. As we move on to Ben Askren versus Damian Maia, guys, I have talked till I'm blue in the face about this fight. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I feel like Damian Maia has more ways to win. You know what I'm saying? He has a powerful left hand. He has the best grappling ever to compete in the UFC. He's the best grappler to ever compete in the UFC. His name is Damian Maia. And Ben Askren, who's had 2 fights in the UFC, thinks that he's going to come in and out-grapple Damian Maia. Bro, let's not be hideous. Let's not be crazy, Ben Askren. So my pick for that fight is Damian Maia by pretzel strangulation. The next fight under the key fights that I wanted to point out, guys. Who got Ashley Yoder got robbed, dude. Ashley Yoder did not get robbed in that fight, dude. Ashley Yoder did not get robbed in that fight, bro. She did not get robbed in that fight. She got pinned up against the cage. You know what I'm saying? She got taken down one time. You know what I'm saying? And then on the feet, it was pretty close on the feet, bro. I mean, come on, man. Let's be real. Go back and watch the fight. Mackenzie Dern, she didn't have Mackenzie Dern pinned up against the cage. Who was throwing the heavier shot? Who was throwing the more damaging strikes in that fight? Mackenzie Dern. Who was throwing the more technical strikes in that fight? Ashley Yoder. But who was throwing the more damaging strikes in that fight was Mackenzie Dern, which is true for all Mackenzie Dern fights. Mackenzie Dern is always throwing the harder, more damaging strikes in every fight that she fights in, but people still have no respect for her hands. Like, that is a fucking anomaly to me. I don't fucking understand the minds of some of these MMA fans and some of these people out here. I don't get that shit. In every single fight that Mackenzie Dern has ever been in, she has thrown the heavier, more damaging, more effective strikes. She may not have thrown the most technical strikes, but she's thrown the more damaging, effective strikes. But everybody says, oh, she's a trash striker. You don't have to be technical. In my mind, you don't have to be technical to be a good striker. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be Valentina Shevchenko to be a good striker. Some people are good at being an unorthodox striker. I mean, it is what it is. Let's look at these comments. Ben Askren has no way to victory. Yeah, Damian Maia will be on his back 24/7. I'm a girl, not a bro. Oh no, women in combat sports. When I say bro, I'm just talking in general. I'm not saying that to anybody. I just say bro in general. But yeah, like, people are still shit on Mackenzie Dern's hands, and I'm like, y'all are fucking stupid. Like, y'all are fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid. How can you not say, okay, she's a decent striker? Hell, apparently all that shit Amanda Bobby Cooper talked. Oh, she's been training boxing her whole life, and she's been. I'm gonna beat Mackenzie Dern at something that I've been doing for years, and something she just learned how to do. And Mackenzie Dern got in there and dropped Amanda Bobby Cooper. Mackenzie Dern could have ground and pounded Amanda Bobby Cooper, and the fight would have been over. Mackenzie Dern could have hit Amanda Bobby Cooper on the ground one or two times, and the referee would have stopped the fight. It would have been a TKO. Mackenzie Dern snatched her neck up as she was falling. You know what I'm saying? No. Mackenzie Dern did ground and pound her a little bit in that fight. But if she would have kept ground and pounding, she would have finished Amanda Bobby Cooper. She chose to submit her. You know what I'm saying? So, please, stop shitting on the hands of Mackenzie Dern. Stop shitting on the hands of Mackenzie Dern. Let's be real here. So, my official pick for the Mackenzie Dern fight is Mackenzie Dern. My official pick for the day. How did I get back on that? Somebody put that in the comment section. Let's see. Dern, her BJJ is legit and her striking becomes better. Yeah, JoJo is going to get murdered by a female version of Donald Cerrone. Who is she fighting? Who is she fighting? Yeah, I forgot who she's fighting. I know she's fighting, but I forgot who it was. Anyways, guys, my next key fight that I want to talk about was Robert Whittaker versus Israel Adesanya. I've talked about this fight till I'm blue in the face. Fucking A. Guys, that's a lot of Israel Adesanya fans out here, and I understand why you guys are fans of him. He's flashy. He's beating people. He beat Brad Tavares. He beat Kelvin Gastelum. He beat Anderson Silva. You know what I'm saying? So he's beat legit fighters. But he's never fought anybody like Robert Whittaker, guys. He's never fought anybody like Robert Whittaker. I'm sorry. He's never fought anybody like Robert Whittaker. Not once, ever. Robert Whittaker is to me, he's more well-rounded. He can beat you on he can stand and strike with you. You're not gonna knock him out. I mean, you're not gonna at middleweight. You're not gonna knock him out. You're not gonna knock him out. You know what I'm saying? Israel Adesanya really don't throw with that much power. He's a volume striker who, he's a semi-powerful volume striker who wears you down with his punches and his technique and shit. Robert Whittaker is a heavy striker. You know what I'm saying? If Robert Whittaker can be, he's gonna have to be very accurate with his striking. If he can clip up Robert Whittaker, if he can clip up Israel Adesanya, he can win this fight. Because we know Israel Adesanya can be clipped. Because Kelvin Gastelum clipped him. He wobbled him. Kelvin Gastelum threw heat. He threw a heat bomb at Israel Adesanya and fucking wobbled him. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Robert Whittaker can do much of the same. He has good movement. Robert Whittaker bounces around and out the gun. He has good cardio. He has great movement. He has a great jab. Comes in, he creates great angles. He has good kicks. You know what I'm saying? And I doubt this fight is going to go to the ground. This is going to be a standing and striking match. Israel Adesanya is going to have to be super creative in this fight. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have to throw heat. He's going to have to hurt Robert Whittaker. That's his only way to win this fight, is if he hurts Robert Whittaker and attacks the body. That's the only way. That's the only way. So I feel like it'll be a very exciting striking match. Neither one of these guys are afraid to. To get bloody in a fight. But I feel like when you get to those deep waters, Robert Whittaker he swims in those deep waters. And as we can see, Israel Adesanya, he swims, but he gets fatigued sometimes. Like he stops swimming and he rests for every now and then. Robert Whittaker, he goes from bell to bell. Whether he got a broke leg, a broke hand, a broke face, a broke arm, it don't matter. Robert Whittaker goes from bell to bell. So this fight right here is gonna be interesting. My eyes are gonna be peeled, and I'm gonna be watching this shit. My official pick for this fight, and still the UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker. That's it. That's it. That's my pick. Yeah, Anderson Silva gave him problems, man. Yeah, Anderson Silva gave him problems. So it is what it is. All right, guys. Once again, last but not least, the next fight. The next fight. The champion, Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Dustin the Diamond Poirier. Man, a lot of people, of course, as normal, are picking against Khabib. You know, and I feel like Dustin Poirier his biggest tool that he brings to the fight is his powerful striking. Because the grappling, he's outclassed. Period. He's outclassed. When it comes to grappling, he's outclassed. That's a 100% fact. But when it comes to the striking, Dustin Poirier could have a perceived advantage on the feet. You know, he would have to land some heat on Khabib. He'll have to stun Khabib. Khabib can be stunned. Michael Johnson stunned him. So he's going to have to land some heat on Khabib, slow Khabib down. He's going to have to knock Khabib out. That's it. That's it. But if you go back and watch if you watch Khabib's fights all through the UFC, all the way up to now, his striking has gotten better and better and better and better and better. To the point, now, I'm just being honest with you now, guys. I'm going to spit facts to you. If you don't agree, then you don't believe in facts. If you don't agree, you don't believe in facts. Let me look at these comments. I'm going with Dustin. Dustin's the truth. Dustin will have to keep the fight standing. Oh, she's fighting Andrea Lee. Okay, yeah, that is right. That's right. Oh, JoJo Calderwood versus Andrea Lee. That's going to be good. JoJo's nasty, yo. Yeah, Airbender. Stylebender, Marcus. Yeah, Gastelum did. But yeah, Khabib's striking has progressed to the fact to where he was able to have success in the fight with Al Iaquinta. Now, the fight with Al Iaquinta, we're actually starting with the fight with Edson Barboza. If you go back to the Edson Barboza fight, he was back at Edson. He was throwing heat at Edson Barboza on the feet. He had Edson Barboza, who was a very high-level striker, scared to do anything. And Khabib was able to open up his striking on the feet, backed him up, landed that big right hand, struck his way right into the takedown, took him down, and beat the shit out of him. If you go to the Al Iaquinta fight, when that fight was on the feet, you know what I'm saying? Khabib held his own against Al Iaquinta. People shit on Al Iaquinta. Al Iaquinta is a good striker. He's a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's a very good striker. And Khabib held his own on the feet and had success on the feet with Al Iaquinta. Now, when he fought Conor McGregor, and he was, you know, you guys always, all of these bandwagoners always, Conor has some of the best striking, whatever. Conor does have good striking. And what happened when he got in there with Khabib? Now, people say, oh, that was after 2 rounds of grappling. So what? This is a fight. So what? You know what I'm saying? Is Conor not prepared for that? You know what I'm saying? Is Conor not prepared to take somebody down? So, I mean, he should be good. Conor has no gas tank. Has no gas. That's his fault. Khabib Nurmagomedov dropped Conor McGregor with a mean right hand. A mean right hand. So, Dustin Poirier better not get too comfortable on the feet with Khabib. That's all I'm saying. He better not get too comfortable on the feet with Khabib, because Khabib will crack you, and Khabib will deceive you into thinking that he's going to stand and trade with you, wrap your leg up, take you down, lock him up, and beat the shit out of you up against the cage. Classic Khabib style. You know what I'm saying? I feel that that Dustin Poirier make a good account of himself in this fight. But I see this fight going, and still Khabib. I just feel like Khabib is he's in his prime right now. Khabib is in his prime. He's best. He's the best he's ever been. He's the best he's ever been. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and this man is 27-0. 27-0. Nobody's been able to crack the puzzle, and I don't see Dustin Poirier being the guy to really do it. I feel like it's Tony Ferguson. I feel like he's gonna beat Dustin Poirier and fight the true interim champion. The true interim champion is Tony Ferguson. I mean, it is what it is. No, nope. Let's see. Let me read these comments. Khabib is striking has become. No, I never. Now, I never said that. I don't think Khabib can beat him on the feet. But I said Dustin Poirier is gonna have to be careful. He better not get too comfortable standing and trading with Khabib. That's what I said. He's gonna have to be wary. He's gonna have to work on his takedown defense. He's gonna have to be ready because if he settles into the striking with Khabib, you know what I'm saying? Khabib's gonna fake him and take him down, and probably right before he does that, throws a big right hand and cracks him. You know what I'm saying? Khabib will crack you and then take you down, and you dazed when he takes you down, and he just starts beating the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. He better not get too comfortable standing trading on the feet with Khabib. Period. Because Khabib will clip him and take him down. He's gonna have to be wary of that takedown. He's gonna have to be ready for that takedown. He's gonna have to sprawl out of it. Because Khabib, man, I mean, do you think this fight is gonna be standing the whole time? Do you guys really think that Dustin Poirier can keep Khabib off of him? Because if Khabib can't, this is the thing. If Khabib can't take you down, he'll stand and trade with you. And he's won fights doing that. As good as Dustin Poirier is, you know what I'm saying? He's very good. But Khabib, if he's not able to keep you on the ground, there's been people who got up, like Al Quinta. Edson Barboza got up. And what did Khabib do? He started striking with him. And he beat them striking. I mean, guys, it's the same shit I was just talking about with Mackenzie Dern. Who has outstruck Khabib? Nobody. Man, and Khabib has been hit hard, man. Michael Johnson cracked Khabib. Dustin Poirier might be stronger than Michael Johnson. He may hit harder, but I don't think he's going to do anything that he's going to hit Khabib with anything he ain't been hit with before. So, just being real, guys. I can only do is keep it real. Let's read these comments. Poirier have good takedown defense, more well-rounded than Conor. I almost said that the fight will stay standing. Then again, Khabib wrestle bears. Yeah, man, the fight. There's no way this fight is gonna stay standing, man. There's no way this fight is gonna stay standing. Like, Khabib has taken down everybody he's fought. Just like Tatiana Suarez, just like Jillian Robinson. Khabib has taken down everybody he's fought. He's going to take Dustin Poirier down. He's not going to do something stupid like Ben Askren and run in and Dustin Poirier throws a flying knee and knocks him out. Khabib going to stand. And when the bell rings, Khabib going to stand and trade with you. Khabib going to stand and trade with you like he always does. Khabib ain't scared to stand and trade with a striker. When have y'all seen Khabib? See, that's what gets me, man. When have y'all seen Khabib scared to stand and trade? Yeah, his most effective style is grappling and wrestling and sambo and beating the fuck out of you. But when have you guys ever seen Khabib is winning there with the best strikers and struck with them and fucked them up? He fucked Edson Barboza up. He fucked Al Quinta up. Hey, dude, come on. He fucked Conor McGregor up. Come on, man. He fucked Michael Johnson up. Do you guys really give a? Do you guys think Khabib really give a fuck? Khabib don't give. He ain't intimidated by Dustin Poirier. He gonna go in there and bang with him. He gonna go in there and bang with him like a true fucking champion. Like a true champion. We can sit out here and make assumptions all day long. We can make assumptions all day long about whatever we want. Oh, Khabib shouldn't do this. Oh, this fighter shouldn't do that. When it comes to a fighter like Khabib, when it comes to Khabib don't give a fuck how good you are on the feet. He don't give a fuck how good you are on the ground. If you stand and trade with him, he's gonna hit you. If you go to the ground with him, he's gonna beat the fuck out of you. Period. Period. That's a fact. Those are facts. And on that, what I just stated alone is why I say he beats Dustin Poirier. That is why I say he beats Dustin Poirier. Let me look at these comments. No, don't compare Khabib to McKenzie. Khabib is superior. Yes, dude. Khabib is superior in listen. In all of his fights, Khabib has been superior in every aspect. Every aspect. No, he's not a born striker. He's not. But to become the level of fighter that a fighter like Khabib Nurmagomedov is, you have to learn to master your weaknesses. Khabib didn't go 27-0 by not knowing how to strike. Come on, y'all. Come on. Khabib didn't get to 27-0 by not knowing how to strike. He has faced some of the deadliest strikers in his career, yo. And what did he do to every last one of them? Drops the mic. Let me pick the mic back. Let me pick the mic back up, man. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. I know what y'all thinking. Like, what is this guy saying? You guys know I'm telling the truth. I know in the back of your mind, you're like, he might be right. He might be right. Just letting you guys know. I'm just letting you guys know how the shits really is. Letting you guys know how the shits really are. So my official pick for this fight, guys, is Khabib Nurmagomedov, and still the UFC lightweight champion of the world. Let's look at these comments. But I will give credit to dude. You got to give Mackenzie Dern credit for being a good fighter. You have to give Mackenzie Dern. Yeah, she missed weight. Yes, but you have to give Mackenzie Dern credit for being a good fighter. Let's see. Gabby Garcia is a walking steroid molecule. Yes, Khabib is so superior that no matter how good of a striker you are, he will take you down. Yes, the point I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make. So, women in combat sports, who are you really going for? If you make statements like that, who do you really think is going to win this fight? Oh boy. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Alright, guys. I'm back. People asking me, I don't know. Anyways. Let's see. Let's look at this. Let's look at this, guys. Look at these comments. Thank you, women in combat sport. Yep, I have to give Mackenzie credit for that. You have to. You have to. You have to give Mackenzie Dern credit for being a good fighter. Gabby Garcia, who fights old ladies like truck drivers. Man, Marcus Bell, you wild, man. You wild. Stop the wildness. Stop the wildness. Stop the wildness. I have not talked about GDR and Amanda. GDR and Amanda, I already told you, man. I already told you, women in combat sports, my dear lady. I already told you I think it's going to be a competitive fight. You know what I'm saying? If Amanda Nunes takes it to the ground, she beats Germaine de Randamie again. But if it stays standing, it's either one of them can go out. Germaine can knock Amanda out, and Amanda can knock Germaine out. Germaine de Randamie is that high. dude, people don't want to give Jermaine the credit of the level of striking that she is. She's a high level striker. Very high level striker. Very high level. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But guys, listen. I've been on here with y'all for too damn long. Too damn long. Do you guys like the visuals? I try to put a little visuals up there for y'all, man. I think it's cool. This new encoder setup is just so odd. I'm figuring out how to get people to come in on the podcast. Man, this podcasting thing is YouTube making it hard for us out here, man. They're making it hard for us. They're making it real hard for us. But anyways, guys, this is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. I'm getting off of here. I have things to do tonight. Anyways, guys, I appreciate all my subscribers. Appreciate all you guys in the comment section. Marcus Bell, Women in Combat Sports. I definitely appreciate you guys coming in, mixing it up, talking shit. It is what it is. Let's go. It's good chatting it up with you too, Marcus Bell. It was good chatting up with you too, man. Absolutely. Come through and holler at your boy when I'm live. Absolutely. Women in Combat Sports, you need to send me a link. I am still figuring it out. I think I know how to do it, and I think I'm going to attempt to do it next live stream. So when I go live again, I'll let you guys know when I'm going to go live. I'll put it in a comment that I'm going live. So you have to send me your email and all that kind of stuff. But anyways, drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that dislike button. If you have not already, guys, hit the subscribe button. And I'm out.